Hey, this is Andrew and Alex with TechRaptor. We're here with Andy with Playtonics. We're talking Yooka-Laylee. Why go back to something so iconic like the Banjo Kazooie kind of game to make it new?
I think you've answered your own question there. It's because
Yeah.
it's iconic. Because who else is scratching that itch right now? We're a team of individuals who are the only people who can bring back this type of game. They're perfectly positioned to bring it back, and they love this type of game. So hopefully you saw at E3 today that we're trying to modernize the genre and do lots of cool new things, but also nod to the past and please people who love those kind of games from the 90s and beyond.
So those that are like familiar with something like Banjo Kazooie, what kind of new stuff can they look forward to?
Well, we're kind of revamping the way that we treat collectibles. We're trying to capture a lot of the good things about the old collectathons and avoid kind of the tedium of resource management where there was too many types of collectibles, but kind of maintain all of the fun of collecting. We're also bringing a lot of player choice into the game and empowering like kind of players to play in their styles. It's stuff like you can purchase moves in any order. You can expand the worlds and embrace kind of whatever level of challenge that you like, or you can ignore all that stuff and just play through in a linear fashion and enjoy the cool looking worlds.
So the design of Yooka and Laylee, it was probably a long process with a lot of different iterations, but was there like a core set of mechanics you were looking for, or something like that a certain animal design like facilitated?
I think it was a gameplay first approach, where we spent a lot of time thinking about what kinds of animals would naturally kind of lead to fun platforming gameplay, and a chameleon and a bat just felt quite fun. Laylee's kind of got innate abilities unique to their kind of their animal type. So Laylee's kind of got a host of sonar moves where she can smash glass and stun enemies and stuff like that. Whereas Yooka can use his tongue to kind of gobble up items in the environment and kind of pull objects and use it as a grapple hook. And there's a lot of fun in there that's been empowered by the choice of animals.
Going back to the throwback portion of it, how referential can you get or do you want to get to the past works of the team or the situation that might have led to the creation of this game?
Well, we think look and feel is really important. We think it should look, feel and sound like a game from that era. So it's stuff like fonts and UI and obviously the beautiful soundtrack. Stuff like that should feel like evocative of an old school game. But we're trying to innovate within that with gameplay. Like we don't want to just make a throwback. But obviously it helps having the same art and audio teams who worked on all those games, because you instantly recognise from your childhood all of their work anyway.
Yeah, definitely. But no, maybe backpack hanging on a tree or something like that.
No, I don't. we don't want to get sued.
Yeah, well,
and I don't think the guys want to do something new, more than anything. This is a great opportunity to come up with a new cast of characters and a new world and new stories. And I think a lot of our guys are very excited about that.
Yeah, if I could just go back to Yooka-Laylee again for a second, was like the final decision on a chameleon and a bat because it was like so contrasting, or they offered such a wide variety of things, or did like a design come up and you're like, oh, these two kind of fit together?
It was always gameplay first, I think.
Yeah.
It was always gameplay first. At one point we had a tiger, but it didn't quite fit to the feel of like the underdog kind of character that we wanted. And also I think a chameleon would have far more cooler, fun moves than a tiger would have. I know we also experimented with like an insect at one point instead of Laylee, but I don't think our character artist Steve Miles liked kind of an animated insect very much. So it kind of made sense to have a bat as the next thing along. And obviously she has kind of lots of cool moves with her sonar abilities and stuff that helped empower the gameplay.
Okay, is there any like certain move or ability thing that they do that you particularly enjoy, or you expect fans to be like they might gravitate towards more than something else?
There are a few secret ones that we've not shown that are my favourite.
I was wondering if it'd be that.
Yeah. You wait and see.
Yeah.
And speaking of things you probably can't talk about, but just, during your demo you were saying about the universe that you want to build with the characters. And so after this is all out, and if it's a success and such, what other games maybe would you want? What other genres or games maybe are looking to you, like something?
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, you look at the heritage of the team and the guys we have in our lead positions, and they've worked on all kinds of genres of game. This is certainly a genre that we love, but I don't think Playtonic is going to be a studio that in the future is just going to stick to one genre. There are lots of different things and ambitions, but who knows?
Yeah.
It's a game one right now. It's brilliant that we can talk about stuff like this down the line, but who knows what will happen.
Good to hear.
And so when are we looking to see Yooka-Laylee out and about?
Q1 2017 we're currently aiming for. The team's decided we want to spend a bit more time polishing the game, and it just means it's going to put a better game in everyone's hands.
I was going to ask how much, obviously the Kickstarter was a big deal in gauging interest, but what about like any kind of feedback from community as they followed updates or talked about it, or how's Kickstarter maybe affected the development some?
I can't think of any specific examples, but I would say that the unique thing about our team is that I think our fans have been really trustworthy, especially the Kickstarter backers, trustworthy that the team, they love the stuff that a lot of the team members have worked on before, and they trust them to go off and make the right decisions. And I guess that's part of the reason as well why we stayed quiet for a year, that we wanted to show them what we cooked up before they reacted to kind of things that we were making in the middle of the process. We certainly do listen to the fans, but I guess that's starting now. That's part of the reason that we're putting out the toy box next month for Kickstarter backers, and we want to know what they think about certain mechanics and the feel of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good mix between, because some Kickstarters can get built up in like feature creep or something like that, and too much feedback.
Absolutely.
So.
All right, is there anything else you want to add or let fans know? Or
Thank you very much to everyone for the fantastic support. I don't think anyone anywhere has got such a trusting, supportive community, especially Kickstarter backers. We hope to, we know we've been a bit quiet over the last year, but we hope to please them all with the game first, and we hope that they're really happy about that.
All right, well, thanks, Andy, again for talking to us. This has been Andrew and Alex at TechRaptor.